Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Najmi Husaini bin Konteng from the 3DK Section 1. Firstly, before I present my project, I would like to thanks to Dr. Nohafiza Miti Abbas as the supervisor for the final year project for diploma that has helped me in completing this project successfully. Next, the title of my project is RC Quadcopter for Civilians. Today, I will present some info related to this project. The first is about the construction to this project. What is the observation task performed by this RC Quadcopter? Among these are three major observations. First, the security sector, agriculture sector, and natural disaster. In the agricultural sector, this RC quadcopter can be used as a watchdog to the exterminate insect and pests to protect the crop and plants of farmer. This will help reduce manpower for manual eradication. The availability of this RC quadcopter will help farmer to see their entire crop from being disturbed by pests, especially those with the high yield. Next, in the security sector can also help with this RC quadcopter. It can counter the symptom of breaking into national border and enemy from the outside world. If this RC quadcopter is not built, border security personnel should work as hard as it is at regular interval to combat this symptom. In addition, it can help in emergency situation, such as ransom by terrorists. It helps to be a high risk individual to each individual. In addition, in natural disaster station can be also be helpful in the presence of this RC quadcopter. This tool can be helpful as an observer in seeing a situation that is beyond the reach of human. This will reduce the risk to rescue team. Next, about this RC quadcopter, I will present further. Quadcopter may be common instrument in industry and observation, as this innovation have evolved and come to an end. Quadcopter rapid and curious progress has increased. This will cover the design and development of quadcopter using the Arduino framework. The framework will use GPS or camera template to determine cost. This framework is governed by a remote control or transmitter framework at your home, office, or transmitter. This concept will encourage supervision. Quadcopter are available in many cases. From the scope of the quadcopter is used discuss photography, safety, protection, mechanical assessment, and other work. The objective for the RC quadcopter for civilian project is to design a controllable quadcopter. Next, plan to communicate and control quadcopter and complete the quadcopter performance testing project design. For the scope of this project, there is some limitation on the project I built, that in terms of weather, this RC quadcopter can only be flown in dry and non-rainy weather, as bad weather will cause a signal interruption from remote control with the quadcopter. Also, the RC quadcopter can only reach 100 meters and cannot be further from the remote control because the signal used is not sufficient to cover it. This quadcopter is only controlled by Arduino base and is limited to a few basic control such as flying up, down, and front. This RC quadcopter is also fully controlled by remote control only. Next, I will present about the process in constructing the quadcopter. It is divided into three stages. The first stage being design the project by consulting the supervisor and referencing the internet. Make road sketch before starting the project. The second stage is find material and information for project, and the last stage is the start the process of progressing a planned project. My main goal in this project was to produce low-budget quadcopter because quadcopter are marketed relatively high, and this can reduce the budget to obtain a quality device and can carry out the main tasks such as observe in various sectors. Now, we get into the methodology section. To build this quadcopter, the first is roughly outline the shape of quadcopter to be created. Next, build every part of the quadcopter with the right size. Build a quadcopter design with the right size. Test the quadcopter flight when it's ready, and test a quadcopter that has been created with specific tasks. The quadcopter has several parts in its construction, including main body found quadcopter frame as the main place to combine all the ingredients: brake, battery, engine, and so on. The shape of quadcopter frame greatly guarantees its role in successful construction. The quadcopter frame should have the approximate feature, including lightweight, sturdy, and does not ribbon wine from passing through. This is because the quadcopter frame is built with hole in the body to allow the airflow, and this make it easy to fly. Next, it's join the motor to the rest of aircraft and house of all the other components. The frame must be large enough to allow all four propellers to spin without collision, but must not to be large and therefore too heavy for the motor. Next, in the main body RC quadcopter are motor and propeller. Both serve as the main cause of this quadcopter. Next, the control system for this RC quadcopter is electronic speed controller. It's like a nerve that delivers movement information from the brain to the arm or leg muscle. Is the motor. It regulates how much power the motor gets, which determines the speed and direction change of the quad. Next, the battery provides electric power to the motor and all electronic components of the aircraft. Lithium polymer batteries are used almost exclusively because they have high spectral energy. The radio receiver radio signal from the RC transmitter and convert them into a control signal for each control channel, throttle, yaw, roll, and pitch. Lastly, there's the flight controller. It's considered as the brain of the operation. The reason I recommend the Arduino board is because it's one of the best board I can use. It's so flexible and robust. This was the result of my project, which is simulated in SolidWorks due to some problem encountered during the execution of control command, such as my hardware left in Malacca. As the conclusion, the comes about of the inquiry about have brought about is a cheaper and reasonable Arduino Uno quadcopter. Quadcopter are effortlessly made from rack component. It can be utilized as a low-cost elective to different applications, counting end-to-end airworthiness. End-to-end transmission inside the rich RF transmitter. Define observation and other touchy zones such as nation border, inaccessible detection rating map. With a really tall level of exactness, the quadcopter can give basic booster for look and protect operation. Be that as it may, to reach your full potential of one should take into the consideration everything parameter which will influence UAV flight, such as the quality, for illustration, reality realization, natural danger, and information sharing imperative between quadcopter and protect group. In future work, I expect to explore more complex scenarios to consider validity limitation and association. I would moreover like a ponder hot large scale load calculation work as the number of condition increment. The camera effectively utilized within the framework bound to the expand. The effectability of the product produce code detecting should be made strict, permitting for the real-time video capture with more promising sensitivity. They hope to be the puzzle of the advancement within the domain of real-time video handling for picture examination instead of the picture handling. The foremost impressive part within the investment of multicopter utilized within the local is due to normal. That's all from me. Thank you.